Welcome back to MCOC Al Bundy Rules. I got August 2021 Event Quest. This is going to be Chapter 3, Quest 1, so 3.1 EQ. Let's take a look at a path. So yet again, I had another recording mishap on the first pass, so I'm doing another pass. So this one is going to have an extra couple nodes on it, but we have healing factor, special attack, mutant, 30% chance to grant a passive regeneration, healing 2%. Each hit in the special, so I want a lot of hit specials, relentless mutation, gain indefinite fury, increase in attack each time they gain regeneration, up to 5. Every time defender is struck, they have a 20% chance to get regeneration. That is canceled. If I have regeneration, power axis, 60% attacker, combat rate for under a bar of power. Less than that, slower rate after 1 bar. So I'm going to focus on one special ones. And the defender's special 2s do 50% more damage. Their other specials do less damage. Alright, so a lot was said there, so let me kind of summarize some of this for you. So a big thing here is I want mutants, preferably as much as possible. Mutants like Mcoc. Mcoc is built for this quest. Lots of hit specials. So even with the couple extra nodes I have, other than the global ones, which is I can get to special 1 fast, but after 1 it's going to be hard. And that's fine with Mcoc. He has multi-hit specials. So notice every hit of that special is going to be longer regeneration. So I want to keep my regeneration up as much as possible, not because it's a massive OP regeneration for me, but when my regeneration is up, that keeps the defender's regeneration from active. You saw my regeneration was down, so she healed. So what I want to do is try to keep doing the specials to try to keep my regeneration up. Again, many hit specials the better. And then that's going to allow me to stop them, the defender, from healing. Additionally, every time I'm getting these regenerations, I can get those Furies as well, up to 5. So Mcoc is great. He could probably clear this whole path, most of these fights by himself. But in case you don't got an Mcoc, let's do some others. So I'm going to use Psylocke. A champ that I like very much. For those who are familiar with my channel, know I got lots of videos on here. So I am not running the Horseman pre-fight synergy. I'm using Mcoc just regular synergy, but not pre-fight. So those that say she's dependent on the pre-fight, this will show you no, she's not. Although she does do some more damage with it, her damage is pretty dang good just the way it is though. So again, here what I'm doing is I've already got her on power lock. I baited out. This node actually made it easy for Psylocke. Got me to power 1 quick. I got Gwenpool on permanent power lock. If you don't know what I'm doing, if you don't understand why Gwenpool ain't gain no power, please watch my tutorial on Psylocke. In addition to that, check some of my other videos on her too, where I also go over with the Horseman and Mcoc synergies and pre-fights that makes her even more amazing. But just on her own though, she's got that amazing permanent power lock. As we see, saw some pretty nice damage going on about. I was keeping her special ones. Normally I want to keep launching special ones with Psylocke while running recoil. However, that was keeping regeneration on me, which was preventing regeneration from healing on Gwenpool. That's why I kept doing S1s even though it wasn't needed. So now we got Colossus against Mr. Fantastico. Okay, I added the O on there. Doesn't that sound more cool? Mr. Fantastico. Senor Fantastico. Oops. Maybe I should, you know what? I was going to say maybe I should learn how to parry and make fun of myself, but you know what? No, it's still Cavalier. This is supposedly going to do this hot fix this dang parry bug that's been forever. Nah, I parried. Dang it. Fix your bugs, especially Dex. Dexting's been a disaster for me the last couple days. Anyway, off my high horse and back to Senor Fantastico. So, I'm just doing some parry heavies. Keep in mind his S2 is going to do 50% more damage based on the node, so got to be a little careful with that. And of course, just as I say that, I take a hit. Thankfully, didn't do that much damage. Had a lot of armor up buffs. I'm assuming that probably helped me from not getting destroyed by that. So going back to parry heavy, I can't believe I mistimed that. That was just slop. Going back to parry heavy. Got an S2 unblockable. Do some nice little damage there. Again, At least he's got a lot of hits on that special. Again, longer regeneration for me for every hit of the special. So that helps me get more regeneration, not a whole lot, but it keeps the defender from getting regeneration. That's a big part of all of that. And it also gets my attacks boosted up a little bit faster too, as far as berries. So now, as looked like it was starting to lag just a tad, but it is now moving on across. So I'm going to do something a little bit different here, and you're all probably going to scratch your heads on this one, and I'll explain in the fight. I'm actually bringing Corvus. Anyone who saw that I had Corvus on my team was probably confused by that, as this is clearly a mutant path. So I just got back. I was trying to double check what the rest of the path was. I realized there was no one else left in the path that's reliable for me to get any charges on, and I want to get him at least one charge. I actually brought him for the boss fight, and I'll explain when I get to the boss why I think Corvus could be good, but Corvus without charges is only so far. So I'm going to have to do this fight. I'm not going to be able to control the regeneration because I don't have the mutant and I don't have no heal block going on. So this is going to be kind of a long fight, as fair warning. So if you kind of can sit here and listen to me yappity yap yap yap, if you kind of turn on the TV in the meantime, this is a fair warning. Corvus, no charges, in a fight, Captain America that's got regeneration that I'm not able to control. So I'm not going to finish this in the 20 charges, so I'll have to have them reset, but don't worry, this won't be too horrible, because you know why? Because of all you get to listen to me this entire time while we're watching those green highlight numbers of regeneration outmatching my crits. But that's okay, we're going to get through it. And you know what? I'm hoping, if I'm right, it's going to be worth it. I got that S2 out of there because I want to get at least one charge, because we don't want to parry in the boss fight against Rogue. Parrying against her is going to be bad. So I was thinking I want to do a lot of hits into the block against her. So I was thinking, who hits better into the blocks than Mr. Corvus, right? I was also thinking Massacre, but I didn't want to deal with class disadvantage. I was also thinking maybe Shang-Chi, but again, didn't want to deal with class disadvantage. I was even thinking Aegon, but then again, I didn't want to deal with, yet again, you guessed it, class disadvantage plus, quite a bit of rampa, which would be kind of hard for this quest. So, anyway, anywho, so who rung true for what I felt would do the best for me there? Good old Corvus. If I was thinking earlier, I probably would have used on one of the earlier fights with an evader in order to try and get him an extra charge. However, I can live with this Avenger charge, get the one, and will that be enough bang for my buck to solo the rogue boss with Corvus? Maybe not. We'll see. Even if not, if we got to do a tag team approach, group by committee, as long as that boss goes down, as long as they go down hard, right? Make them suffer. And okay, maybe they might not suffer since they're a video game. We got our charges back, so that means we're doing good now. We're at, 12%. I got my charge back. See, people say you have to get him down between the 20 charges. Oh, he's garbage after that. That's not true. He still did some decent damage. And just be patient. Some people are so impatient on this game. He's fine. Got it done, and I got my charge. That wasn't so horrible. Okay, 113 hits was kind of a lot, I'll agree. However, it could have been worse, right? It could have been worse. And especially considering it wasn't a mutant attacker and I was not able to control that regeneration. But we will maybe be happy for that decision later on against the boss fight, but only time will tell. Squirrel Girl is up now, a big old fluffy tail. Are those ears real or fake? It looks like one of those little kid Halloween costumes that she's wearing. And I don't follow comics, some of you may or may not know, so I don't know if this is like a silly costume, if she's dressed up for Halloween going trick-or-treating afterwards. I mean, she is in, downtown New York, so I guess she could get some candy if she gets out a pillowcase, but I mean, her costume is silly if you ask me, but I don't know if she's really a squirrel or if she just wears a giant tail. So anyways, sorry, one of my infamous Mcoc Al Bundy Rolls irrelevant rants that just come on about nothing. Just be happy my rants are about random, weird, silly game observations instead of real Al Bundy. For those of you who know who Al Bundy is, that dude had some rants, let me tell you. So, Omega. Notice I am focusing on the S1s again because of the note for this specific path. was the fact that I get to S1 really easy, takes a much longer time to get to S2, slower after S1, and I need to keep doing specials in order to keep the regeneration on me so that I can stop the regeneration on the defender. So I'm just mainly using S1s. Even if S1s are not the best choice for my mutant attackers, I am focusing on them for those reasons. And got that laggedy lag. Now here we go, Mr. Mcoc coming back up. Want to get another charge for him before the fight, because Mcoc is going to be my plan B for the boss fight if plan A does not work as I was hoping and am hoping. Then we will see how this big dude does, although it's going to help if I don't take surfboard backhands. I don't know what I was doing there. Anyway, so again, S1s. Normally I like to use S2s on Mcoc, but well, I'm using both depending on how I'm using them. But again, you see how fast I get to S1. I want to make these fights not super long. I want to stop the healing from going up. I also want to be able to get those Furies going up, so that regeneration. So bait out that S2, failed regeneration on Silver Surfer because I had the regeneration on me, so his cannot work while mine is up. And with that, he takes a big old clobbering across his head, do a little dex, do a little smackety dab, and now do my victory roar. I love how he puts his arms out and just puts his chin up and just lets it be known he's the man. You're the man, Mcoc. You're the man. Oh, I'm sorry, I mean Mr. Mcoc. Okay, so let's use a couple small energy refills. Again, when I go by item free, I'm talking about no revive. Nothing changes the fight. Refills have nothing to do with the fight. That just lets me get through it quicker to get the videos to you quicker. Unblockable specials, True Strike, ignore armor resistance, evasion auto block, roll with the punches, defender stun debuff. They reduce the duration by 20%. Shiori shrugs and quicker, that's quicker. Each blocked attack decreases block proficiency after 10 unblockable. Rising Sun, defender, struck attacker, fury buff, 2.5. 10 of those causes degeneration. And that degeneration, but that can be stopped with the heavy attack. Although it's going to be a little bit harder on those heavy attacks because of the fact that I'm trying to avoid doing any blocking if possible, and I'm not going to be able to do blocking for very long. I'm accidentally taking some blocks there as my dex is not cooperating with me. So those parries are going to be reduced. Rogue already takes very quick parries as it is, and then there's that 20% for each one duration, so they won't last very long. And there's the blocks. I take 10 blocked hits, they become unblockable. So that's all kinds of things going on right here, and I'm taking more blocks than I want. I'm just not dexing. Now I got myself cornered. Now I'm taking some hits. I'm like, oh crap. So now this solo is not going to happen. Got an unblockable special, so let's just do whatever damage I can at this point. I tried to get that heavy to reset that degeneration from those, so I couldn't. I got hit, it went too quick, so I just took advantage of my high level of Furies right there, and I just did the damage I could. If I had better executed my strategy, that would have for sure been a solo. Unfortunately, Dexting was having a rough time. I didn't execute it as well. And once you get past there's 10 Furies, if you're not able to get in a heavy to reset them, you're going to pass a Degenerate. Although Corvus's Awakened ability did help, but so I am now thinking Mcoc should be great. I wanted to make sure he was at 4 charges before this fight, mainly because that gives me kind of a freebie on Rogue to get a free heavy. So when I'm ready, when I need it, when my Furies are too high, if I cannot get a heavy another way, what I'll be able to do is hit into the blocks. On that second hit into the block, it will stun her since I got 4 charges, and I'll be able to launch a heavy just like that. So I figured that would be a nice little saving grace to keep me from getting massive degeneration when needed. That was why Mr. Mcoc was my plan B if Corvus was not as successful as I was hoping he would be. And Mcoc was beautiful, fits perfect. That strategy gives you a nice free easy stun. Could have easily soloed that one with Mcoc, I am sure. Well, I can never say easily because I always find a way to make some silly mistakes. Don't forget to click that top left icon, subscribe to MCOC Al Bundy Rules. Don't forget to turn those notifications on. Check out the monthly EQ walkthroughs for all of your monthly EQ every single month. Champ tutorials. Don't forget to like and share the videos. Alright, thanks for watching.